to give a nice little speech. A couple of pages, not too much. Just to share some thoughts with you. About my experiences and stuff like that. I'm not a jab person, I don't want it. I choose not to have the jab because I choose freedom. It's a choice. I am not against the vaccines. I am not an anti-vaxxer like the mainstream media will class us as. I am about choice. I choose not to get the vaccine.
Amen. Right.
The same as everyone else, we all have a choice, and that is what we are choosing to do. We are choosing not to have the vaccine. The mainstream media will class us all as anti-vaxxers. That is their bad, and that is the thing that we need to get changed. First and foremost. My outtake on this is quite simple. I'm an employer. I have never asked any of my staff for their status.
Yeah.
And I won't. Even if the government try and make it so, it's their business, not my business, to ask my staff, and I will refuse to uphold any mandates as such.
Good.
As an employer.
Good.
Because it constitutes as an invasion on their privacy.
We need more employers like you.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. I will fight for injustice and equality and the opportunity to work and give everyone the ability to earn a wage, to live and support oneself and their family. We need justice for all, to take back our rights and our freedoms.
Yes. You're right.
I wanted to share this post from a young lady who replied to a comment on Facebook just to highlight how this is affecting some people. I'm not going to give out her name or her details. This is what she put. However, I feel you can tell people till you're black and blue they believe what they want regardless of the info that is out there. I shared a story 2 weeks ago with a 17-year-old boy who got I get stuck for words sometimes. Myocarditis from the vaccine. I am a high risk due to a heart condition, yet my work and doctors are still telling me to take it. I had a Facebook friend I never knew for 12 years comment on the post telling me to stop and just get the vaccine. And that is what I'm posting, is misinformation. She then commented saying, I was lying about my heart problem and I am an anti-vaxxer. And the last thing she said was have fun staying at home and losing your job. Yesterday I got pulled into a meeting with the HR and my boss as she reported my post and told them I'm making the company look bad. She deliberately tried to ruin my career that I worked so hard for over a vaccine that I do not want, can't take. This is how far it's gone. These people are so sad. That is from a 17-year-old girl on Facebook. It makes me sick. My final thoughts as a group leader for Freedom Fights Canada. I'm also a volunteer for We Are All Essential and other groups that I work with like Ryan, who I work alongside with on a daily basis. Is what we need to put a stop to this dictatorship. We are all in this together. The politicians who you elected, yes, you the voters, have seized power and now they are controlling everything. We are freedom fighters!
Freedom!
Freedom! Where is the justice and sense of liability for discrimination? What is right? What is wrong? Where is the accountability for all the lies, unfairness, segregation, discrimination?
Right.
It's nowhere as far as I can see it. Not from the politicians, not from the people elected to run this supposedly free country. Will you stand with us for our rights and freedoms? Will you take the stance to battle the tyranny and injustice we are facing? Starting on Monday, the 1st of November, we want to take a major stand. I want all of you, especially if you can drive. We want to do a massive rolling blockade on the 401 leading into the GTA. And let's cram it. Let's block every artery into the GTA. Let's show the government we mean business. Are you with me? Yes. I will ask for one volunteer. Is there anybody here who can sing? Please. Anybody. Anybody who thinks I got a good voice. Nobody?
Guess it's up to you.
I'm not going to do this because I'm not a Canadian.
I've seen you dancing on Simcoe Street. You should get up there and
I'm
sing
no
for us.
singer.
Dancing's not the same,
So
buddy.
you
Alright, someone come up here and sing.
So what are we singing?
So Canada. I'm not Canadian, so it wouldn't actually
Let's
be
go.
right for me to actually sing it.
Let's go. Here,
Sing
let's sing it all together. I'll lead you. You ready? I think I. Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love, and all our sons command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Thanks, brother.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Sweet.
Do you mind helping?
Yes, absolutely.
Thanks.
No problem.
Hi guys, how are you?
Hey, Jim.
So, who are y'all affiliated with? Like, what are you crazies doing out in the streets here for? Why are you here?
Freedom!
All right, well, I'll give you guys a little bit of my background, if that's okay. So, my name is Jim Kerr. I drive something called the Bubble Bus. It is the terrestrial transportation for something called the Church of Bubbles. The Church of Bubbles is a creed and a philosophy that's very easy to understand. We all live in our own beautiful bubble, and we don't have to be pricks and go popping other people's bubbles. We co-join with the bubbles that make us feel more beautiful and lift us up higher. That's how we work. So that's the entire philosophy of the Church of Bubbles. It was put together to actually alleviate people from the burden of a singular belief system that would be to the detriment of others. Because there's no reason why we as humankind can't get through we've gotten through every single challenge that's ever happened to us on the planet up until now for thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands of years. And we think somehow that we're unique and this is tough and I don't know how we'll get through it. That's a crock.
That's right.
Humans have always had the innate ability to do anything they set
We're
their
in
mind to.
Oshawa at Memorial Park.
The problem is they don't know what to set their mind to. Worse. There was a question. What was the question? First question you asked me to respond to? You had a sheet.
What's your message to the people that know their rights but are too afraid to speak up?
Okay, so the question is, what's the message to the people who know their rights? They may not like what's going on. Basically,
They don't want the confrontation.
They don't want the confrontation.
So they comply.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, confrontation is at your doorstep. You have an option. You can pretend it's not there and hope it'll go away, or you can stand up now in a relatively peaceful fashion, because ladies and gentlemen, there are segments of the population here in our country, in our province, in our cities, that are firearm owners and have children in school, and they will not, under any circumstances, allow certain things to happen to their children, including the invasion of their personal bodily autonomy.
Right.
Parents will not stand for it. Mothers,
Right.
fathers, grandfathers, you know what I'm talking about. Because it's different. When it's us, we can handle it, right? We can handle it. Do it to me, no problem. Do it to somebody who doesn't have a choice, who doesn't understand informed consent.
That's right.
Don't put it in you if you don't know what it is and what it does. That's it. I'm not saying it's good, bad, or indifferent. Look, if I grow wings and can fly tomorrow because I take it, I'll take 2 of them. But I haven't seen it happen yet. So, if you're afraid of what other people think, you're afraid to live your own life, and I'm sorry, there's no help for you but you.
Mm-hmm. Come on. That's right.
That's it. That's
Yeah.
the answer. Everybody
Yeah.
wants to go out and change the world. They want to change their country, want to change their province, want to change their city, want to change their family, want to change their mate. Fuck that shit, man. Look in the mirror.
Yeah.
We need to find out what works for us. We don't have to imitate anybody else. We don't need anybody's leadership on this. We need to we are the leaders that we've been looking for.
Amen,
Right.
Jim.
Come on.
Okay, people are railing against the ones that are, oh, this one's doing it wrong, that one's doing it wrong. No, you're doing it wrong because you ain't doing what you want to do because you're too damn afraid of somebody else and what they think of you. And my goodness, please, I am so sorry for you if that's the case.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're going to have to stare in the face of whatever that is that's bigger than you at some point and go, I either made a decision or I didn't. If you know the right thing to do and you're not doing it, that ain't us. Huh?
That's right.
That ain't us, because we're here. Yes? And we're doing something. Even gathering together and talking to others is doing something.
That's right.
So don't be... It's a very simple agenda that's being perpetrated on us. It's called divide and conquer. Their main tool is fear.
That's right.
And when you see fear anywhere, if it's in your family, if it's in your movement, if it's in your heart, that's the enemy. It's nothing exterior. Your own fear is the enemy. That's the invisible enemy within. They're trying to say it's some kind of thing. No, I'll tell you what it is. It's fear. And it's getting to a lot of people. And unless you stand up right the hell now, you're going to be fearful, and your kids are going to be fearful. Your great-grandkids will be... They won't even understand fear because they won't even have a will of their own.
They won't know what freedom is.
That's it.
How old are they?
7 and 8. And I pulled them out of school.
Good. Yeah.
Usually we wouldn't clap for that.
Let's talk.
Sorry.
I think we
I
should.
was sent to a fence for taking his mask off
It's
at
a good
recess
thing
and
you've done
running.
that.
And I said, we don't work like that. Right.
Good. Good
So
for
we
you.
left.
Homeschooling now?
Yeah, we are homeschooling.
Like personally yourself as the teacher?
As myself. And I still have the school board at my door, knocking on my door with papers, asking me to explain what kind of curriculum I'm going to be teaching them. And that's none of their business because I'm teaching them what's relevant to us, my family, what we believe in, and what they need to know about. And they don't need to be indoctrinated by school when I don't believe in what the teachers are teaching them.
Exactly.
That's right, yes.
I'm sorry. So that's where we stand as a
Can I run something by you?
Yeah.
In all our neighborhoods, we've got all kinds of like retired teachers
Yeah. Yep.
that would love a little part-time job.
That's right.
Yep.
If we can knock door to door, find out who these people are, if they're interested. I mean, they could do it at my house today, or this week,
Yep.
and then your house next week, and her house or his house, the teacher, that. And I mean, you'd only have to have somebody at your house every 2 months, say. It'll only probably be for 6 hours a day,
Mm-hmm.
because with a smaller amount of 8 or 10 or 12 kids, this guy's got all their focus, or this lady's got all their focus, you can actually teach them a whole lot faster. They already know what curriculums are. They already know what things should be taught.
The curriculum is
And this
available for download.
I think that this is very helpful within the communities. If our communities want to pull their kids out of school, start banging on doors, guys, right in your own neighborhood, because there's a retired teacher.
I
on the
believe there's
street.
a term for that. It may be called learning pods. If you look into learning pods,
Okay, right.
it's something similar. So yeah, but absolutely, let's do it. I'm in.
Yeah.
I live here. I'm
There's
happy.
a
to
lot
help.
of people.
I swear
You
all
took
of us
the
could be
initiative.
teachers at one point.
Well,
we could
yeah.
all teach a
I'm
subject.
just saying the curriculum is on their site.
Oh, I know.
And you can download it, and you can omit the part that doesn't suit you, as in gender studies and all
Thank
that.
you.
You can take that out of it.
But if you took the initiative,
Yep.
there's probably other parents out there
There's
that
lots
want to
of
take
parents.
the initiative too.
Yep.
And if you can get a hold of those people, you can find a part-time teacher who I'm sure will donate time, or if you all pay $20.
And here's the other thing. What they don't tell you is you don't have to be a teacher to read the curriculum.
Oh, I know.
And they
I
think
know
they've
that.
got they think they can do it all by themselves because they think they're qualified.
I have.
Yeah.
I thought this was a protest, and that's why I didn't come. But I realized it isn't a protest. It's a bunch of people who don't know what to do, and they're trying to get to others with others so we can sort this shit out. We're not going to stand here and tell you what to do. We're bringing you together so you guys can sort it out. You guys need to talk to one another and get it sorted, because what's right, like, this is my hometown. I live in Curtis. I'll help with whatever, anytime. But, you know, independently in your neighborhoods, you got to do the thing. Because there's others that are feeling like you, they just don't have the courage to come out and do it. So you got to give them the ability to do it kind of maybe under the radar, to give them enough courage to bolster them. Okay, and there are legal packages and all the things available. We're working on streamlining them so they're like Coles Notes versions so anybody can understand and use them. But one thing I've seen done that is not so good, and I just saw it yesterday because somebody got hit and hurt and was bleeding because they misapplied the package. They didn't know what they were doing. They didn't know what the laws were. They hadn't practiced it. They hadn't done anything, and then they went and went, oh. And by the end of it, one of the guys punched him and threw the girl to the ground and chucked him out in Ottawa. So, you know, we need to role play. We need to understand how we as communities can navigate forward without direct confrontation, but rather just holding our ground, you know? Because there's some things we're just not going to cave in on. There's some, like, it'll be different for everybody, but you, we, all, it's each other. Okay, and the problem, one of the challenges with the movement has been egos.
Yep.
Okay, like people are self-interested.
This
or
is
whatever.
what creates
Dude,
division.
We ain't got no time for self-interest.
No.
Okay, yes, we do. We have to take care of ourselves. That's the number one most important thing. But outside that, it's helping the ones that need it right now. Our society's only as good as the weakest members are being treated. And you know, if we have people without houses and other people with 5 helicopters, we got a freaking problem. You know, that's not sustainable. That's not sustainable. And we're the answer. We're the answer. And you guys think losing your job's a bad thing? Oh God, no. There's a whole new economies that are growing out of this. But don't even worry about economies. Oh my God. Oh, anyway, I'm not going to go off on that.
Well, we got each other, buddy.
By the end of the year, the Canadian government has announced that they're going to be rolling out a digital currency. You know what that all means?
Communism.
Anybody?
Communism.
The central bank's still in control.
What that means is
don't get
your
your shot, you don't get
finances,
your money.
your food, your house, clothing, everything gets turned on and off with a switch unless you do what they want. Unless you do what they want. And it doesn't matter what's in that needle. You fucking take it, or you're out.
Are any of us gonna do that?
That is what's
Who's
here.
gonna go along
It's
with
not
it?
Some district. It's here now. By the end of the year, it's been announced. Look it up, please. Do your own freaking research. Don't ask others. Do it for yourself and research on both sides. And don't go down big rabbit holes. It doesn't help you. Get a good view of both sides. Make your own internal, reasonable, rational decision based on where your heart's at, and you'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Oh, sorry about that.
Don't be. A lot of people don't have the courage to speak like that.
Well, we've been at this for a while. I've been
Didn't
arrested.
hear that yet. Come over here and say the same thing.
Yeah, you got to repeat that.
Move in.
I'm a grandfather of an 8-year-old child. I've got 2 kids. One's 31 and 26. I'm married to a young lady I met when I was 12. We've been married 28 years. It's the most incredible thing in my life. I can't believe she's still with me. and how amazing it is. This year in January, I was filming Dermot Pomeroy, who runs Rise Up Durham. He does a lot of things around here. Please get to know him. He's salt of the earth. He's the most incredible human being ever. Full of truth, and just he's a dad, and he's just great. So anyway, I was filming him outside Young Dundas, and this is all on 3 angles of videotape. 4 cops came up behind me, and they said, "You've been warned." Now I'm filming other people that are being accosted by police, and I turn around and I go, "I've been what?" They said, "You've been warned." I said, "Warned of what?" Now I've been filming for 20 minutes. It was clear I had not talked to anybody. It's like, got it on film. And I said, "You've been warned. If you don't leave, you're gonna be charged." I said, "Charged? Charged with what?" "Charged with obstruct." I said, "Obstruct what?" It was 62 seconds later. 3 police officers tackled me to the ground. I had my phone in my hands. I was down like this. I wouldn't let go of my phone because it was evidence of what had happened. They were trying to pull my hands. I wouldn't let it go. They got me up on my feet. I put the phone in my mouth. 4 cops tackled me down to the ground. I spat my phone forward, and the phone continued to record for 2 hours after that. And there's 2 other camera angles that saw the whole thing. They busted my thumb in the process. They've since dropped the criminal charges because they can't. They can't. And now I've got a broken thumb, and I can sue them if I want. Now I don't know if I want to sue. I don't really care. I would like to hold people accountable that hurt other people for sure. You know, but I'd rather exchange it for a conversation that you guys could have with one individual who will actually be accountable for some of this shit. I'd trade it in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I don't know if that's going to work though.
No, it won't work because the truth is scary.
You can't ask for freedom.
Truth is scary.
That doesn't work.
No.
Asking for permission doesn't work.
Questions? Is anybody in a really tough situation that maybe we can help you out with right now? Y'all doing good. You're just balling, eh? Friggin' high style. Came up here in your caddies, going back to your friggin' chalets.
What do you mean by tough? What do you mean?
I mean, what has this brought upon you that you see as being like unresolvable outside of family things? I can't deal with that because it's family.
They're on unpaid leave and terminated, and I'm terminated.
Okay.
We're all ready to be terminated.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, termination
God bless
is the
you
way to
guys.
go. Just so you know, if they're threatening you with anything, do not get laid off. Do not take it unpaid. Don't take anything. Make them fire you. There are multiple court cases by Rocco Galati and others that are fighting this wholesale. So your best chance of getting some money out of it is make them fire you and, fight it.
I have a question. I'm a retired nurse, and I know some of my former colleagues are, as of October 25th from their hospital, they're going to be placed on unpaid leave of absence. So do they just show up for work, or
reach out to Rocco Galati's team? They have a class action lawsuit that's taking care of all of it. They'll have all the information you need. Also go to the Stand for the STAND number 4 THEE at Facebook, and they are retired and current police officers that have all kinds of documentation about all of these different things. Okay, Stand for the.
If you don't remember any of this, the videos will be on Rise Up Durham and Rise Up Oshawa. So
there you go.
Just rewatch it.
Maybe the Church of Bubbles?
Yes. Jim, is there any resources like I got a court date, well, so to speak, court date, it's just online there tonight?
Yes.
Kind of flabbergasted actually for one of the charges. Thought it would be just thrown out, but
yeah,
it's just money. But still, it's $880 or whatever. So
yeah.
Is there anything that there would be available to sort of utilize without having to break the bank to get advice about?
Absolutely. I have a couple of different resources for you. First of all, one thing you need to know.
Yeah.
Okay, so explain.
Just one of these when there was the Mayor Cheesecake put in the stay-at-home order. Right?
So it was the emergency protection order.
Yeah.
That you contravened $880 yellow ticket.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. None of these has gone through. Not one. The only ones that have ever had to pay are the ones who voluntarily paid.
Okay.
If you fight it, you will win it.
Perfect. So I can just fight and I can stand on my own 2 hills and I'll be all right.
And also, you want to reach out to Jane Scharf.
Appreciate that.
Jane Scharf. SCHRARFF.
All right. Thanks a lot, Kenny. I appreciate it.
She's a paralegal from Ottawa.
Thanks a lot, Jimmy.
She's an excellent lady. She's done a lot of work.
Yeah, well, it is. It's on the 9th.
Okay, so
So when you go to court,
this gentleman was asking what he should do because he just got his termination papers from Bell.
Justin Trudeau, all the big people,
wanna
your
say
public health,
Legally, are they
officer.
going to actually give me an audience with that kind of rhetoric? You know what I mean? It's like what happened in
Legally, no,
Calgary
they're not
now.
going to.
You know what I'm saying? It's like what happened in Calgary with Henry Pavlovsky. It was just a kangaroo court because they had the whole thing.
So Arthur.
Done and dusted before even darkened the door. And if you ever did.
Like you
right?
someone say, I want a subpoena. Justin Trudeau,
yeah?
Doug Ford, the head of your local public health office here, whoever it is, make them start saying, I want all these people subpoenaed into this courtroom.
But the good thing.
Oh yeah, we also got to mention the Know Your Rights package.
Yeah. I've been studying that.
What is for Jody Ledgerwood? What is the email address? What is it now? Hang on,
Okay,
I'm going to ask
there's a
Jim
couple
that.
of different
Policy, their own company policy to mandate that he do a certain medical procedure. Okay? What they've done is illegal in and of itself. They are acting as a agent for the government when they're doing that. Because this is, what's happened is the government has not enacted all of these things themselves because they know that they're illegal. So what they've done is they've told the companies, you must enact this. This is mandatory, you must. So the companies and the businesses are going, okay, we must, we're doing it. Guess what they're doing? They're breaking the law every time they do it.
When people sue, the government's going to be off the hook and the companies are going to go tits up.
And that's exactly what the government wants because they want you to be dependent on them.
They want to divide and conquer.
And that's what they want.
So what do you do?
Everybody see it?
Big
Jim,
government, small
could you please mention